So, you just leveled your Ranger Raptor like me. It looks perfect, sits aggressive, and the stance is dialed. But the truck, it still thinks it's stock, and that can mess with more than you think. Today, we're fixing that by recalibrating the system and sensors using FORScan Lite and the OBD MX Plus right here. And this might be the most important step after your leveling kit.
Tacticool drive, it's a lifestyle, yeah. Get back around with Bill for this. From the garage to the wilderness. If you live that life, you know the vibe. Tacticool drive, yeah, we outside.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tacticool Drive, where we take regular builds and make them just a little bit more tactical. So, if you saw the last video, we installed a 2-inch rough country leveling kit on the Ranger Raptor. Shout out to ORW for knocking that out for me. Now, here's the thing that not a lot of people really talk about. After a lift, the truck doesn't automatically know it's been lifted. From the factory, this truck is loaded with sensors. Ride height sensors, suspension data, headlight leveling. That also feeds into the FORScan live valve system. So when you change the ride height, you're basically feeding the truck bad information. That could lead to a couple things. Suspension not reacting correctly, ride feeling off or slightly stiff, headlights pointing too low or too high, and overall, the truck just not driving how it should. So yeah, you can skip this step, but you really shouldn't. To fix all that, we're using OBD MX2 and the FORScan Lite iPhone app. This combo basically gives you access to the truck's brain and lets you recalibrate everything to match the new ride height. And no, this isn't some crazy dealer-only process. This is something you could do yourself if you take your time. Alright, so here's how it goes. First, plug in the OBD MX Plus into the truck's OBD port. Connect it to your phone or laptop via Bluetooth. In this case, it's my phone. Open up FORScan Lite, and now you're inside the system. From here, we're looking for the ride height or suspension calibration function. What you're doing is basically telling the truck, hey, this is your new normal. You'll go through the prompts, reset the learned values, and recalibrate the system based on the truck settings at its new leveled height. Alright guys, let's calibrate this thing. So first thing we're gonna do is get into the truck. And we are going to start this thing. We're gonna make sure our parking brake is on. Then we are going to shift into neutral. Press the M button so it's locked. Then we're gonna turn the truck back off. Then we are going to turn our accessories back on. There we go. Then we're gonna take our OBD2 link. We are gonna plug this thing in. It is plugged in. Now, we are going to go to FORScan Lite. We're gonna hit connect. Here we go. Settings popped up. We're gonna go all the way down to ride height calibration. Hit play on that. Yes, I understand. Okay. I'm at a quarter tank. Service procedure completed successfully. And then we are done, guys. That's it. And next, we'll see how it rides. See if it's any different. And this is where things get interesting. Once you're recalibrated, the FORScan live valve shocks respond correctly again. The truck feels more planted and smoother over bumps. The suspension isn't fighting itself anymore. And your headlights actually level out properly. It's one of those things you don't realize is off until it's fixed. I'll be honest, before doing this, the truck didn't feel bad. but it didn't feel right either. After recalibration, everything just settled in. It feels like the truck finally caught up to the mod. Now the stance looks right, and the performance matches it. That's the goal with builds like this. Not just looking good, but driving right too. And just a quick tip, make sure you do this on level ground, and don't rush the process. This is one of those measure twice, cut once type situations. Also, if you're planning bigger tires later, like I might with 35s, you may end up revisiting this again. If this helped you out or saved you from skipping this step, that's exactly what this channel is about. And if you've been watching a few of my videos already, you might as well hit that subscribe button. You're basically part of the build at this point. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.